Good morning, everybody. Well, interesting night last night. A little bit frustrated towards the end of the morning. I was doing all right after the president's speech last night because I crunched the numbers and knew exactly what he was talking about. And there was a clear path to victory. Well, what seemed like a clear path to victory through Wisconsin. And they had been the same shade, that partially shaded out color for a couple hours, maybe 3 hours, maybe 4 hours. And what had happened was I was splicing up some screenshots from the computer to post on Facebook. Again, by the way, at Review the Earth on Twitter, at Review the Earth on Instagram. And if you want to Facebook me, I'm cool with that. Just hit me up on a DM on Twitter. It's the easiest way. And because I'm definitely the most active on Facebook. I know a lot of people around my area. I was in a metal band for years, and I've lived a very libertine lifestyle, and I know all sorts of people. So, anyways, so I do Facebook a lot, but I was clipping up some screenshots to put on Facebook describing how Joe couldn't win because the numbers from Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and to a lesser extent, Georgia looked very promising. Now, North Carolina was the one that was the closest, the most worrisome. Those were all shaded red. And then you had Nevada and Arizona, which were shaded blue. So all the other states were locked in. The only ones that were left in play, and Alaska too, but that was red, shaded red. And it's 3, so it's not a whole lot. But I'm doing that, and I'm sending some things. I'm typing up some spicy posts for Facebook, and I'm doing a screenshot, and I clipped Wisconsin. Then I thought I did something wrong, so I had to go back and clip it. And I went back, and I didn't even notice it at first. Then it caught my eye as I was shuffling it around in the file folder. I'm like, wait, it turned blue. Like, what? It turned blue? That wasn't even the one I was expecting to turn blue. Like, if any of them would have went blue, it should have been North Carolina because it was so close there. That's when the panic set in, because I'm thinking to myself, well, if it's still all right, if he takes Nevada, he takes Arizona, and he takes Wisconsin, Trump will still win if he grabs the rest of them. But that means grabbing North Carolina, and North Carolina was damn close. Very, very close. But it was at 99% is what I saw. Now, you could look at different websites and they'd say different numbers. They were fluctuating a little bit. So I guess it ain't over till the fat lady sings, as the old saying goes. But losing Wisconsin would be wicked bad. That is not good at all. That was like the, and that's assuming they'll win in Michigan, my home state, which it looks like he will. John James won. So if that's any indicator, I don't know how John James could win with a bigger percentage than the percent that Trump would have won. That makes not a whole lot of sense. But anyways, it is what it is. So I was a little frustrated before Trump came on. Now, I don't have cable, by the way. I don't subscribe to cable. I don't watch TV. I used to watch like local channels every once in a while, but they just got to be so many commercials, and there was nothing on it that was any good. I'm a sports guy. I like watching sports, but that's out the window now. So, I haven't had cable in years. I have the internet, and I'm a news junkie, so that's pretty much my thing. And movies. I like movies a lot. I'm a movie buff. Cinephile, maybe that's a term I think I've heard before. Movie nerd. So I like my movies and I like video games. I'm not a huge gamer, but I do get into them every once in a while. I like to dabble, which is I have an idea for the channel for that too, which is a live stream like Ask Me Anything. You know, if I get enough followers that want to just come in there and chat like today, it would be cool if I had enough people that would show up and that were interested, where I just sit there and play a little Tony Hawk and like chill, and you guys come in and we can just, you know, BS about the election and whatnot. That'd be fun. It'd be cool. Kill two birds with one stone. Hang with my peeps, talk about politics, and play a little Tony Hawk or whatnot. So, anyways, the election. John James got elected. Amazing. Like I was mentioning that before, but wow, these crazy guys are shifting all over the place. John James got elected. Big time props. It's awesome. I was more nervous about that than I was about Trump, quite frankly, but he got even more percent than Trump did, which is awesome. We haven't had a Republican senator since I've been voting. I don't even know when the last time it would have been. It's been Carl Levin and Debbie Stabenow for as long as I ever paid any attention to politics. They've been in office forever, and so they finally Carl Levin retired. Gary Peters took over as his groomer of the stool, or his Renfield, if you will. Gary Peters was his Renfield, and he was a one-term senator, which is amazing. I think he was a one-term senator, I'm pretty sure. Because I think it was, 2014 when he got elected. Pretty sure. Yeah, because it would have been, it was, because it would have been way before that. So, knocked Gary Peters out, and it was close. John James ran last time, and he lost not by much, but somehow. And that's when, no, that wasn't 2016. I think that was 2000. Yeah, it was 2018. It was in the midterms. That's right. Because I was about to say, I don't know how, because that was the little blue splash wave came through, because Trump did good before we got real red then. None of this makes any sense, by the way, just on base level. I mean, the fact that Michigan went red, that makes sense, because like it's an overwhelming amount of people that I know are Trump supporters, and driving around even through downtown, or not downtown, but through Jackson, I see a Trump sign literally right now. I'm looking at it in Jackson. So there's a lot of Trump support here. I can't believe it wasn't a complete smash house, you know what I mean? But we did our part. Michigan went red. We got John James as a senator. That was huge. There's another Trump sign right there. I mean, you're talking about Jackson, like residential area, nearing downtown Jackson, and that's nuts. That's nuts. Like, you would never expect that. But, you know, we're real roughneck type of people in Michigan. The Democrat lifestyle don't really suit us too well. We're a bunch of hardworking roughnecks, blue-collar people for the most part. Not a lot of yuppie, uppity socialists. It's just so funny how that works too. It just don't make a whole lot of sense to me. Maybe that's something I was trying to think about that, like last night. Me and a guest on my show were talking about it. He was in the chat. We just can't. There's more Trump signs. It's like it should have been a landslide. I'm driving through the city here, and there's more Trump signs than there are Peters signs. It's crazy. Very proud of Michigan. 2 presidential elections went red. Hopefully we stay red. But I don't put it past these lying, cheating, no good Democrats, because that's what they are at this point. You support a candidacy of Joe Biden, and you're a politician and you support the candidacy of Joe Biden. Come on. You can't stand up to that, say, this ain't right, I don't want to be a part of this, you know? But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to have to cut this video short because I'm getting where I'm going, but just want to make a little election recap. It's not over yet. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be very, very close, though. There is, there is, what am I trying to say? Still, the Senate seats are deadlocked right now, and there's, I think, 6 more to be chosen, the last I seen, and the Democrats are winning in the House, which is extremely crappy. But unlike the party of go scream, cry, kick, riot, burn, destroy, because we don't get our way like a spoiled, rotten child, we will go on. We will forge on, and we will double down, and we will do better, you know, as a country. As Michigan, we did our part as much as we could, but there's still way too many votes for Joe Biden. I mean, just the thought of voting for someone who has dementia, who is senile, or perhaps early onset Alzheimer's, is just insane. You have to be insane. I mean, these people aren't insane. They hold jobs. They're family members. They're good parents. But how they could possibly be so convinced that Donald Trump is an evil Nazi racist bigot that they vote for a guy who cannot think straight, like knowingly honest. He called his granddaughter Bo, like Bo Biden. Called his grandmother his dead son the other day. It's crazy. So, anyways, that's the election update. And what we need to do is persevere. We need to persevere. Pick ourselves up by the bootstraps, double our efforts, you know, and we'll fix this. So, all right, guys, you take care. Have a great day. I'll be back around probably later tonight after stuff settles down, because I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. So, but there's a Gretchen Driscoll sign just on the corner, not by a house, not by a business, and you lost. That feels pretty good, because Tim Walberg in our district, he won. He's a Republican. Now, I got issues with him, but he's a Republican, and he's done all right with Trump. He's a decent man. So, all right, we'll see you guys. Have a great day. Man, peace out, man. I'll see you later, man. Peace.